This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by Felix Cash here in Birmingham. Felix, how are you? You're back.
Yeah, I'm back. It feels good to be back. I think we've just gone to 8 weeks now for this fight, and can't wait.
Obviously a frustrating period in your career. Just talk to me about how good though it does have to have a date to look forward to, a title you was previously scheduled to fight for, straight back into the deep end of it, if you will.
I wouldn't call it the deep end, but I'm back in another fight. You know what I mean? It's just another fight to me, and I'm going to pick up the European title. I should have had this title two years ago, but listen, I'm going to finally get my hands on it on the 22nd of June, and can't wait.
Maybe not necessarily the deep end, but a meaningful fight to come back to with a European title.
Listen, it's definitely a meaningful fight. It's going to do, it's going to put me straight back in the mix, pick a title up. Obviously, it's another title to put me straight back in the mix, ready for the challenge for a world title.
Felix, talk to me about Tyler Denny. How much of his rise have you watched? Obviously, the last couple of years for himself, he's been on a very good run.
Listen, I haven't really watched him at all, to be honest. I know it sounds stupid, I don't really watch any of my opponents. I've watched highlights of him, a few highlights of him. I watched a highlight of him of his last fight with Signani, and that's all I've watched of him. But don't get me wrong, I'll get closer to the fight. Maybe fight week, I'll have another little look at him, but I don't really like watching my opponents.
Do you think Tyler Denny is a tougher challenge than what Signani would have been if you'd have fought him when he was previously scheduled to?
I don't know. I'd say so. I'd say he's probably a bit better than the Signani. Signani would have been a better fighter when he was younger, but he's well on the slide when he was over 40-year-old. But so I think maybe it might be a little bit more trickier.
Because obviously this period. Because of this period of inactivity for you, Felix, obviously there's still question marks as to how much you've still got to offer, how much you still want to deliver for the sport. Do you feel that pressure going into this fight with Tyler Denny to really kind of deliver a standout performance?
Listen, every fight, you're under a little bit of pressure to perform and look good. But no, this time I really do want to come back and put a statement on and win the fight, not just winning it and just scraping a win out. I want to win this fight by knockout and in good fashion.
Where do you see this knockout arising from?
Listen, for me, punching him on the chin or body shot, wherever it comes, it's going to come. I'm not going to give too much away, but I believe I'll definitely get him out of there.
You seem to kind of continue to bring up obviously past fights where you didn't come through with, you had to pull out for various different reasons. What did you make of the back and forth on stage?
Listen, what's that got to do with this fight? I'm going to be here at this fight. Got injuries, things happen, shit happens in life. You know what I mean? And so hopefully it's all behind me. And let's hope he turns up on the 22nd. He might come back and buy him on the arse. He might end up getting injured himself.
Felix talked about that link up as well with Adam Booth. I saw you down there in the gym previously, a couple of months ago when I saw you down there. It's official now. How are you finding things with Adam?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. You got Adam down there, Gary, you got Nick down there. We're all working together, and Adam's a great technician. I think we're putting game plans together. He's good at working on the jab, and I think it's a good link up, and I'm really enjoying it down there. And I'm looking forward now to show everyone on the 22nd what I've been working on.
It's been obviously a very successful period of your career working with Tony Sims. How would you compare or separate Tony and Adam?
Well, listen, you can't really compare both of them. Really, they're both good at what they do. Obviously you can't compare them, but I think they're both different. You know what I mean? A little bit different, but they're both great trainers.
I know in the past as well, you've spoken about potentially wanting a fight with Chris Eubank Jr. He's a free agent now. Do you feel like a statement against Tyler Denny? It is chasing those big names. It is trying to secure somebody like a Chris Eubank Jr.
Listen, if I can sort him out on the 22nd, I think I'm right in the mix to fight all them names. And especially if I put on a good performance, headlining, I think I'll get a big name.
So the middleweight division's kind of open at the minute, no one's really dominating it. Do you feel like you're coming back into things at a good time on that note?
Yeah, I think I'm coming in at the right time. If I smash Danny up, on the 22nd, put a statement on, I'm coming about at the right time because, like you say, it's open. There's going to be big opportunities to get in these big fights and fight big names.
Felix, I appreciate your time as always. Leave a final word to yourself. Anything you want to leave on?
Not really, just tune in to June 22nd and watch my comeback and pick up this European title.